This event is being held tonight to highlight the importance the European Union places on climate change. Wind energy is one of the most promising renewable energy technologies and is an area where the EU has made many developments to make electricity development and generation more effective.
Wind turbines are extremely unreliable, cause many problems and destroy our picturesque landscape. We should put our trust in different sources of renewable energy. Soon we celebrate the 20,000 wind plant without replacing even one single small plant of conventional energy. This was said by the chairman of the Federal Association for Landscape Protection in Germany. Germany has 21,163 wind turbines, yet no conventional power plant has been shut down. This is due to the intermittency and variability of the wind. Conventional power plants must be kept running at full capacity to meet the actual requirements for electricity. The excess power that is being produced by the wind turbines is then sold to other countries at an extremely discounted price.
Other major issues of importance that need to be considered in this debate is the impact on the visual landscape, noise pollution, and planning permission issues. Ultimately and realistically, if the 2020 goal to have 32 to 42% of our energy needs to be met by wind energy sources is to be met, then there needs to be a definite use for this wind energy. If this is not ensured, it could lead to the abandonment of many wind farms currently constructed or under construction, and ultimately a loss of millions of euro.
As a society, we are like a tobacco addict whose supply of tobacco is running out, but who is ignoring the fact that soon he's going to have to either quit smoking or find something else to smoke. So it does make a lot of sense to go in the direction of wind power and wave energy. Wind power is a renewable source of energy. I would encourage our society to look to the future, to look to wind power and wave power and solar power for the little bit of sun that we do get in this country, and to take some initiative. The Dalai Lama talks about us having to take collective leadership for the problems that beset us as a society. And I propose that wind energy is a step in the right direction.
Wind turbines are quite noisy and must be sited in exposed windy locations, making them highly visible. Wind turbines cause shadow flicker. This occurs when the sun is low in the sky and is shining through the blades of the wind turbine, causing a shadow that moves with the rotation of the blades, similar to a light being turned on and off repeatedly. People who have been exposed to long periods of this have suffered some health problems. Wind energy will increase the price of electricity in the short to medium term. In conclusion, last year the wind farms in Ireland produced 2,955,000 megawatts of electricity. To have generated this amount of electricity would have required 1.5 million tonnes of coal or 600,000 metres cubed of natural gas. Personally, I believe a slight increase in the price of electricity and the few negative effects of wind energy are a small price to pay, considering the moral, economic and positive benefits of generating electricity from the wind.
Oil supplies are drastically declining. The bottom line is, Ireland needs an alternative for oil, and in my opinion, the most suitable alternative is wind. You may ask the question, are turbines not very noisy? And the answer is yes. In fact, one turbine can produce the same amount of noise as a car travelling 60 miles per hour. But when have you ever seen a turbine in a densely populated area? Never. Turbines are always situated in rural areas. But wind turbines aren't just used onshore, they're also used offshore. Now Ireland, established in 2007 to promote the development of Ireland's sustainable offshore wind resources and to ensure that our island leads the way in building a sustainable green economy.
Sailing ships carried our Irish ancestors to these shores, and sailing ships carry the Irish diaspora all over the world. The Dutch, drain their country by using windmills, by wind energy from windmills. The windmills of Spain, made famous by Don Quixote, were used to irrigate the whole land, and they turned a semi-desert area of Spain into fertile land. Then someone designed the steam engine and all the other engines, which use fossil fuels as a source of energy, thus beginning our frenzied fascination with fossil fuels.
Windmills are clear power stations, clean power stations. They're the future, and they have been the future for the last 35 years. Ballymore Eustace, County Kildare, 1976. An American hippie is trying to live on a 5-acre farm. He has a windmill homemade. His windmill blade is a handcrafted wooden aircraft propeller on top of an old ESB pole, with the rear hub of a Morris Minor at the top of the pole to turn the vertical rotation into horizontal. At the bottom of the pole, wires from some kind of a dynamo or generator lead to a bench where there are a linked couple of large batteries and a switch. Finally, the whole contraption lights 2 light bulbs. This is 1976. He also makes a good rhubarb wine. He says this is the way the world must go. Sure enough, the government soon put up its own experimental windmill not far away at Pulafuka. But the neighbours only had one question: what is he smoking? Now, to answer the question, is wind energy a blot on the landscape? No. Tipperary is an attractive county. It is clean environmentally and a good place to live. Modern wind generators are also attractive. They are tall, elegant, symmetrical. They turn in unison to face the wind. Sometimes it is blustery and they work hard. At other times it is calm and they rest peacefully.
The future, ladies and gentlemen, is a place of uncertainty. Economically, socially, and ecologically, we are heading deeper and deeper into crisis. Climate change, economic crisis, rising oil prices, just some of our problems. Is it not ironic that here in the Green Isle, we are one of the world's highest contributors to global warming on a per capita basis? We presently import 90% of our energy in a country with massive indigenous wind energy resources. Ladies and gentlemen, wind energy is clearly the solution to our problems. It is a clean, inexhaustible, secure source of electricity production. With wind energy, Ireland can become a green power centre for Europe. It can provide energy independence and boost our economy, both attracting investment and creating much needed jobs. With new, innovative projects like Spirit of Ireland, it is a potentially non-stop power supply. Basically, wind energy has enormous ecological, economical, and social benefits for our country. According to SEI, each year, for every megawatt of Irish wind energy, benefits include clean electricity to meet the needs of 650 homes, removes the need to import 6,450 barrels of oil, and the avoidance of 2,700 tons of CO2. Plus, to smother any doubts, Graham Brennan, Programme Manager for Renewable Energy at SEI, said, onshore wind energy will be able to meet 100% of Ireland's energy requirements. So think about it. No CO2 emissions, no pollution, stable power prices, employment for our people, a future for our children, and security for our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, wind energy is a feasible, reliable, and sensible option for our future. Onshore wind energy will be able to meet 100% of Ireland's energy requirements. They are emblems of sustainable energy and a green Isle, and they can provide us with the future.